Drake, here how they gonna come at you with silly rap views, trying to distract you. In disguise in the form of a favor, the Barzini me. Watch for the traitors. He said that. Then Jersey, few years later, said, "I'm glad I didn't listen to Hove on that old song." So he wants the smoke on the song called "Free Smoke, Free Smoke, Free Smoke, Free Smoke." So he wants all the smoke. Kendrick Lamar, Metro Boomin, Future, and goddamn Testify. Well, I can't think. What's I'm going crazy here. Testify, Testify. Uh, what's his, I'm trying to think of his name. I had it this whole time. Let me just put the. You know who I'm talking about. The guy sounded like the guy who sang Thriller. Abel Tesfaye. If I say that incorrectly, please correct me. Abel McConan Tesfaye. This nigga's singing his diss. He's singing it. This is what I don't want to see. I don't want to see two light-skinned niggas battle R&B singing against each other on some kind of rap stage or something, or some kind of R&B stage. I don't want to see that. Drake, stick to rapping. Keep it hip hop. Let the R&B music slide for now. You can come back to singing. You can sing a whole song if you want to. You can have another. Just hold on. We're going home if you want. But this Weeknd guy, you got to shut him down with bars, with rap bars, because Testify, the Weeknd is coming at you. He's coming at you. He's coming at you hard, saying his shooters are making TikTok. They're laughing at him in their Lambo, and they're it's messy, child. But yeah, this is like the second quarter. They know what they're doing. This is the second quarter of the year. This is when people are gearing up for the summer. That hot summer jam, the one that you blast all summer from May to September. The whole time, the unofficial start and the unofficial end of the summer. That's what it's all about. That hot song, that hot single, whatever happens. Oh, here we go. Rick James, the first one in. Ladies and gentlemen, you wanted the best, you got the best. I present the man who is the smoker, the toker, and the midnight joker. He knows I hate that song. As he walks into the looking glass and sees, I present Sir Skylar Sander. See what's current. Salute. Salute. But yeah, so that's it's a goofy world. It's the rap game is goofy because everybody sings, everybody raps at the same time, and autotune is still thriving. It's still an ongoing thing. And I haven't, and just as a detour, this is my new minimum. My new minimum is $20. If you want to you want me to answer your question, it's $20. I upped it a grade. Thanks to Baja Jackson. He gave me exactly $7.35. I was like, you know what? They're not gonna. They can do more than that. I put in the research. I put in the time. I put in the effort. I looked at videos. I saw articles. But $20, $20 hairs, as Rick James calls it now. But yeah, $20. I'll answer your questions. All you gotta do is hit me one time with $20. I'll remember you, and I'll answer all your questions from here on out. You can add that $20, but until I change the policy, that's what it is right now. $20 minimum. Because I'm trying to get this MacBook. I got to pay down debt. It's all for a good cause. My bank account. So keep that in mind. It's all for a good cause. My checking account. So, anyway, we got Jersey, it looks like his back is against the ropes. Looks like he's taking punches from 3 people at one time. J. Cole bowed out. He apologized. He said, you know what, I can't do this no more. I'm out. I'm not even going to be a part of the beef or the feud. I don't want to call it beef. Or the feud. I'm not going to be going toe-to-toe with this guy. But yeah, so Jersey, he got the I think I'm not. I can't prove this because it's goofy. The celebrity net worth sites, you can't trust them. They could be more and they could be less by a whole lot, a great margin. So allegedly, Drake has $250 million. Allegedly, allegedly. Now, Future, Kendrick Lamar, The Weeknd, all of them put together maybe have $150 million. Maybe, I don't know. I don't think so, but maybe not. I think he has more money than all of them combined. Now that is not an indicator of skill. That's not an indicator of artistry. That's not. You can be broke and be having the greatest flow and the hardest rhymes and the greatest hooks, all of that together, and you can be flat broke. But the reason why he has $250,000 is because his efforts are that great, or they were great. So some of them he kind of fell off. For All My Dogs is kind of but Take Care, of course. Nothing was the same. If you're reading this, it's too late. All those different monumental efforts that Drake has produced, and his lesser classics like Thank Me Later, and things of that nature. That's part of the game. It's part of the whole game. If you make a great product, you get your money back, and he's gotten his money back. He's got videos now, him tossing the basketball on his home court with the owl logo in the middle, the OVO sign, and he's tossing to some niggas, 6'7", 6'8", niggas, dunking and stuff like that. I don't know if they're 6'8", 7'8". They're 6 something. They're dunking on his court. He's just throwing the basketball to him. That's his life, and I'm sure he's got all the females, going for him still. He has that going. So I just don't want to see him singing a battle. I don't want to see a singing R&B battle. I just don't want to see that between Abel Tesfaye and Aubrey Drake Graham. I don't want to see that. And it has been on what's this goddamn name? Abel McConan. Remember McConan? Had the club going up on a Tuesday. Remember that? Yeah, it's a different McConan, totally different person. But I'm gonna just see what some of the sites say. They're saying The Weeknd is worth $300 million. Then they're saying it's $200 million. See, that's why you can't trust these sites. It's between $200 and $300 million. So Drake doesn't have all their money combined, allegedly. Who knows? Only their accountants and the IRS know exactly how much they make in themselves, and those are only the people that know exactly how much they made. Yeah, but let me see what Rick James is saying. Rick James is saying, "Bye, Blast Jackson, haha. Without Drake, there would be no about yet facts. 250 million. Yeah. Drake is worth 250 million. Yeah, allegedly. We don't know. That's just according to the site. But like I said, with that line that Hov said back in 2010. This is going on 15 years ago. It was 14 years ago. He said that line, and Drake just shrugged it off. Was like, I'm still going at these niggas. Free smoke, free smoke, free smoke, free smoke. I want all the smoke. Even if he gets dusted like he did with Pusha T. He got his ass dusted. He moved him out of the way. He said you were hiding your child. You were hiding, the fact that you had offspring. And then he had to come out and he couldn't bring out his own son. He had to have his rival rapper expose him in a sense, saying that he had a son by some porn trash, Woo child. I get that from Mr. Choice Arturan. I have to give him credit for all the woo childs and this messies. Because it's mess. It's like they know what they're doing. They know. They've been in the game, all of them. Future, Weeknd, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, Drake, everybody that's involved. They all know the game. This is the second quarter. This is when you gear up. This is when you're gearing up. By the time the third quarter comes around, you should already have your hot single, getting ready to drop your album for the third, after the third quarter into the fourth quarter, which is like in November, like October through December. That's in October, November, December. September, October, November, December. So that's the time frame in which you have to have everything prepared for your album to drop. I'm just going by the Jay-Z model, the Jigga Man model. He had album out either in the summer or in the fourth quarter. Yeah, if you just go through his discography. Who is this? Sang Kiositi? What is that? I cannot. Sang Kiositi. Sang Kiositi has got word for you, Rich. They got words. I don't know if it's a guy or a girl. Drake at this point should just hire a lawyer. Yeah, well, lawyer up, asshole. But he doesn't have to. I don't think he has to hire a lawyer. There's no legal dispute. It's just the fact that he's part of something that's way bigger than all the people under him. All the people coming at his neck. He's got plaques. He's got multiple plaques. So does Future. I know he has plaques too. And so does The Weeknd. He was at the Super Bowl. But Drake is like the standard bearer for having the plaques, having the platinum, having the diamond. I think he has a few diamond. But he can just shapeshift and become something different each time. But he can be corny at times too. That's the things you have to look for. You have to look for the fact that he can be corny and a goofball. I think I always say he's the LeBron James of hip hop. How he came in the game, how he changed it, how he morphed it, how he excelled past a lot of his predecessors and his contemporaries. That's something to be acknowledged. Who is Sang? Rick James? Do you know Sang personally? Rick James? Is Sang one of your compatriots? Is he one of your friends? I have to give you more props again if it is. I don't know Sang. But thank you for being in my live. Thank you for adding to my viewer count. I appreciate it. But no, it's so wild. It's wild, man. It's the wild wild west still. Hip hop, rap. It's a free for all. It's free for anything. That's why it's not a culture anymore. It started out with cultural roots. It had an understanding of what it wanted to be, even if it was infantile and misguided. It was still a culture. It was peace, love, unity, and having fun. That was the whole idea of hip hop in the mid 70s to late 80s. Then it just came in and it just got all distorted, and the sound scan came in and totally revolutionized the way music was consumed, and how many people, how much of the pie is there. Yes, okay, Sang is a good character. Peace, love, and chicken wings. Yeah, okay, so thank you for bringing Sang to my broadcast, Rick James. I appreciate that, sir. Thank you very much for that. And definitely hit the like button. Keep the likes up. I see 3 people in here. I need 3 likes. $20 minimum for me to answer your questions. $20 minimum. $20. It's not too much to ask. Trust me. I've had more people donate more. People have donated $100 to this machine in one day. So I appreciate it. Whatever you can do. The minimum is $20 for me to answer your question. You can put in $5, $10, $20, $15. But for me to answer your question, it's $20. So whatever questions you may have, remember, drop that 20. All right. So yeah, Weeknd, he's sitting back eating cornballs, chuckling to himself in the Lambo. Talking about how Drake's shooters are making TikTok videos, and how he's glad he didn't sign his life away, because there was a point where Drake had not discovered The Weeknd, but hyped him up, built him up, And he was, he had one of my favorite songs, Crew Love. I love that song. It's such a great song. Crew Love off of Take Care, which is a phenomenal album. But he almost signed him. He was going to sign him, but then the Weeknd was like, nah, I'm good. I'm all right. I'm not going to be a part of the OVO. I might be looked at as a slave. Might not get my masters. Might not get my publishing. Might not get my residuals. He was like really cautious about that. He was just like, whoo, didn't need that nigga because I got on a stage with the Super Bowl, dancers, and got on stage with their whole performance. That was really awesome. I think he had in the past 5 to 10 years, he had the best, definitely the best performance. I mean, Rihanna's great. Usher was great. The 50 Cent, Eminem, Mary J. Blige, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg thing was cool. But I think the Weeknd's Super Bowl performance was off the charts. I mean, you didn't expect what was going on. You're disoriented. It was wild. It was going crazy. It was like, what's going on with this Weeknd guy? What is he doing? And he just had like a creative touch to it. It was more creative than most. But yeah, but Drizzy's like Drizzy is like, he's like when you put LeBron James next to Jordan. That's why they always have that GOAT debate. Drake is hardly mentioned in the GOATs, but he should be in that conversation. He should be in that conversation as being one of the GOATs. Just like LeBron James. LeBron James has lost the finals, 4 times already? Out of being in it like 10 times. I think he's won 4. And I think he's lost 4. And he's been in the finals like 6 to 8 to 10 times, I think. Because Rick James is saying Weeknd Super Bowl benefited from it happened during the pandemics. Okay. Because if it didn't need to be done live, I don't remember that. I don't remember that. I really don't. I'm drawing blank actually on that. But I just remember it being very, very well choreographed, very well coordinated. It was an excellent, show. It was an excellent performance. If Jersey is smart, he will, accept all the smoke. Get his ghostwriters, get his ghostwriters together. Get on, as much research as he can do to tear down. Oh, we got people in the house. Christopher Perkins. Interesting. Yes, very interesting. What is that? 707 Cortez. Drake is next to Michael Jackson. Numbers don't lie. Exactly. Facts. Very much facts. And it's a different era. Jackson, I think Michael Jackson precipitated the Nielsen SoundScan. The Nielsen SoundScan was totally a revolution in all the entire way that the ideas were transmitted through music. They had the parental advisory. That was one thing that punctured into the culture of music. And the SoundScan said, you have to have this many sales, and you have to have this many sales, and this many sales. And at this point in time, so the SoundScan was, they always say, in the SoundScan era, he has sold 10 million albums. They don't say previous, because previous, Michael Jackson sold 85 to 100 million albums, if you can believe that. Nobody, no stream. How many streams would that be? That would probably be like 100 billion streams. 100 million albums? 85 to 100 billion albums? That's like 100 billion streams off top. Off top. Yeah, Chris is saying, he's saying, I'm listening. Christopher Perkins, if you have any questions, $20, sir. That's all it takes. $20. True. Skylar Saunders, 100 million. Yeah. So they had, I cannot prove this, but I think they made up the SoundScan because of Michael Jackson. And this thing with Michael Jackson is, and this is a tie to The Weeknd, because he sounds very much like him. He has an octave. He has a very close vocal range as Michael Jackson and a similar vocal style, but a totally different artistry. He cusses on songs. Michael Jackson would never, unless he used the word "kike," on a song, and that was disparaging, and he had to remove that, from the song itself, because the Jewish community did not take lightly to that, as they should, come at that nigga. So what? But anyway, yeah. So Michael Jackson's case was so profound. He came out with Bad. He made at least 5 records that made the top 10, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but he had songs like Pretty Young Thing. He had songs like Man in the Mirror, and they all were either reached the number 1 or were in the top 5 or top 10. And that wasn't Bad. And you know how many records he sold with Bad? 30 million, which is unheard, which is crazy. But guess what they called that? A failure, because he sold 85 to 100 million before. That's why greed is good, ladies and gentlemen. Greed is good, because we want to act like, selfishness is a vice and evil and terrible. Greed is wrong, it's evil, it's terrible. No, it's not, because you wanted more. You want more and more and more and more. If he sold 100 million albums, people wanted to see 200 million albums, 300 million, 500 million albums sold. But he sold 30 million, so they consider Bad, even though it's a classic, it's a monumental work. They said that's salute Black Cuddy. I see you, sir. They said that's a failure. They said that was a complete and utter failure. They said that because he sold 30 million. All right, so I've been harping on that, but Tesfaye, Abel McConan Tesfaye, otherwise known as The Weeknd, who has a similar style to the Michael Jackson, is one of my favorite artists as well. This is what's so funny. We are, consumers of this culture, of this genre, of these genres, R&B, rock, country, whatever the case may be, hip hop. We're all in here to enjoy what music we love, even if they're haters. When Jay-Z and Nas were going at each other, I was like, man, I like Nas. And I was like, man, I like Jay-Z too. I was like, all right, let's see what they got to do against each other. I like them both. I'm going to support them both. I'm going to get the Blueprint and Stillmatic. So what? Doesn't hurt me. He's not talking about me and my baby mother, and the condom and the skeeted on the child seat and all that. That was wild. And they say Jay-Z, they're saying, oh, Jay-Z apologized. Jay-Z apologized. He apologized because his mom asked him to. If his mom didn't ask him to, he would have been very reluctant to apologize. But his mom said it. He was like, that's Mom Dukes. She doesn't want me to say all these kind of words. I'm saying crazy stuff on Super Ugly. Super Ugly is one of the greatest or one of the worst diss tracks ever created, because it was just so flagrant. It was just flagrant. So Rick James says Michael Jackson opened the floor for the black artist, so I won't take that away from him. But he was as bad as Bill Cosby. No, he wasn't, because Bill Cosby was convicted and was sent to prison, and Michael Jackson was acquitted twice. Okay, he might have had to pay a little something, but he didn't have to go to the prison. He was acquitted on both child molestation charges. But Cosby is definitely, I think he's out now. I don't think he's in prison right now, but he was definitely in a cell for a time being. And he's like OJ. I mean, Cosby's got to die, so we can stop kicking dirt on him in his life. He can just be dead, just like OJ Simpson is. Salute to all the people that just consume the music. We want to see this. We want to see him tangle and tussle. We want to see if The Weeknd can rap. If The Weeknd can rap, that would be special. But it looks like he's just gonna sing his way out of this. This just reminds me of an episode of Empire. I think they had a R&B battle where they were singing the bars, like so goofy. Like, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. That's something I don't want to see. Michael Jackson paid off the judges. It's a fact, sir. I'm just gonna paraphrase and say that he wrote "It's a fact." He actually put ISBKNIWB fact. So you gotta work on that spelling, sir. I don't need a bitch. I'm what a bitch need. Weeknd. Okay, see? Yeah, the Weeknd is hard. Pause. No Diddy. But the Weeknd comes. This ain't no effing sing along. So, girl, what you singing for? Because we blowing like a C4. Like, I don't want to say much else because I'll get a copyright strike. But that he didn't come off like a soft cat. Like, he came off like what you why there's a room full of niggas. What you bothering me for? And I have terrible singing skills, but he was like telling the broad like, "Shoo, like go out of here. I'm doing my music." That's what you got to do sometimes to these broads. Sometimes they want too much attention. You got to let them stifle themselves, and you can ration your time and efforts and focus on yourself. That's what I got from him anyway. So Drizzy, listen to your inner self. Listen to yourself. Listen to the fact that you said you wanted free smoke, free smoke, free smoke, free smoke. You didn't listen to Hove on that old song. Don't listen to him again. Keep going for it. Watch for the traders if you want, but just go at everybody. Just pull out the cannon and bust everybody. Just shoot everything walking, from the youngest crawling to the oldest walking. Let that be, a reminder for Drizzy, because he's definitely, he's besieged, he's beleaguered, he's besieged on all sides. They're coming at him from all sides, different sides. That was a Marine Corps maxim. We're surrounded. That only hold on, let me make sure I get it right. We're surrounded. That simplifies our problem of getting to these people and killing them. That's what Louis B. Burrell, Chesty Puller said, one of the greatest Marines of all time. Nobody says that part, though. He said, we're surrounded. That simplifies our problem of getting to these people and killing them. That's what the whole point is. You want to kill people, but that's a different realm, the Marine Corps. But he, in the metaphorical sense, he could dead these careers. I think Drake could really dead these careers. He could put an end to them. Either they make nice and be friends, or he could end their careers quickly, or make them diminish. Like, he diminished Meek Mill. He definitely diminished Meek Mill. Meek Mill had to go with Robert Kraft and do reform for prisons and different drives for inmates and stuff like that, and total like that. He had to get on his political side because his rap game diminished after Drizzy pretty much bodied him. Because Drizzy, like I said, he is very self-conscious. He knows that he's a relatively good-looking guy. I'm a heterosexual man, and I can say that. But he's a good-looking guy. The girls love him. Guys can respect him. That's what the whole point of this game is. Get the girls. Have guys on your side as respect and props. And that's the whole idea. That's what it is. I think, like, LL Cool J should be if there was a logo for hip hop, LL Cool J would be on it. That's what I think. Because he represented that ideal, let the girls love you, let the guys respect you, get this money, put on a show, be the best, not better, but be the best, be the greatest, not great. And allow yourself to adjust to a life of privilege and honor and grace. And that's all I'm going to say on that level of Drizzy's idea of not taking Jay-Z's advice. All right, I have 10 people in here. I need 10 likes. Get that up to 10 likes. 10 people in here, 10 likes. I'm feeling it. It's at 8 now, but it was at 10. At least give me up to 8 likes. Whoever's in here, don't forget to smash that like button. Smash. Hit that like button. And if you want to ask a question, $20. And this is that time where I do a little bit of my other money spot. It's my sponsorships. If from my friend Mr. Peng, his products on LIFESTRONGAPPAREL.com. That's LifeStrongApparel.com. If you want to try sea moss ginger gummies, if you want to have raw wild crafted sea moss, hit him up on his site and tell him that Skylar Saunders sent you. All right. Also, subscribe to at B Jackson at BEEJACKSON 5478 on YouTube.com. Tell him Skylar Saunders sent you. See, okay. He's a great guy. He has the sardines on deck. He's got chicken on deck. He's got near beer he's reviewing. He's just an all-around great guy. Very, very wicked sense of humor. Very, very sly and wry and dry kind of sense of humor. I appreciate him. He's one of my greatest sponsors. Also, one of my great sponsors, Spirit Smooth Tunes, SPIRITS MOOTHTUNES on YouTube.com. Tell them that Skylar Saunders sent you. If you love to listen to Kim, Najee, Sade, The Gap Band, Slave, Earth, Wind, and Fire, all these different singers and bands, definitely go into YouTube.com and look up Spirit Smooth Tunes and tell them that Skylar Saunders sent you. Also, my main man, I've never met him, but he's a friend via Mr. Peng or Peng. His destination is twitch.tv/DOTFOCUS_, just one underscore. Twitch.tv/.focus. That's it. And he's got great gameplay. I'm just trying to get back into the swing of things with gameplay. I'm watching a show called Fallout. You can watch me. I'm going to switch over to Facebook so I can get stars on Facebook at the end of this broadcast at 5 o'clock. I'm going to switch it right over to Facebook. You can come with me. Just look up my name, Skylar Saunders. And it should pop up. And you can be my friend or my follower or something like that. I don't even know how it's going to work. But I'll be testing it out today. It's going to be my test drive. And if you want to advertise or sponsor for this show, go to SKYLERSAUNDERS@gmail.com. Once again, that's SKYLERSAUNDERS@gmail.com. And you can do that through PayPal with paypal.me/SKYLERSAUNDERS, Venmo at SKYLERIZED, and my favorite, Cash App. I got my hands rubbing like Birdman. $ SKYLERSAUNDERS1. I'll say that again. $ SKYLERSAUNDERS1. $ Skylar Saunders 1. All right, got that out of the way. I want to relax. It's Friday. It's time to relax. Get ready for the weekend. You know, we can talk, we can bullshit. Private investigator is brazy. You got any questions, 707 Cortez? It's going to be $20 for you. I'll answer any question you have. Anything that's burning in your brain, saying, I got to ask this goofy nigga something. You know, I got to ask him this question. It's on my soul, you know. It's burning into my soul. But yeah, so one thing is, I've lost weight. I was at 207 on Monday. I'm at 203 today. I lost 4 pounds in 5 days. So that's a good sign. That's always a good sign. And I'm back on the keto-centric diet. I'm doing things the keto way. You know, I can eat proteins and fatty foods, just like low carb and low calorie foods, and no sugar. No sugar. I'm trying not to have any sugar at all. The only sugars I want to get is through natural sources, like through apples and things of that nature, and other fruits like strawberries and blueberries. You know, that's the only sugars I'm going to be gonna intake. But yeah, so I am serious about this. Hold on, who is this? Juju 10452. Are you the Scholar Songs from Star Show? I'll answer that, Juju. You look like a private investigator. Thank you for the hate. Thank you for the hate. I answered that question though, Juju. If you provide me with $20, my PayPal account is paypal.me/SKYLERSAUNDERS. My Cash App is $SKYLERSAUNDERS1. So I appreciate the hate. Thank you for hating. That question could be answered. I might just answer that question if you have $20 for me. $20 is the minimum. $20. That's all I'm asking for. That I'm putting priority. You don't have to do $20, but you won't have your question answered. You can do $5 and $10. I'll take those, but you won't have your question answered. Supreme. Skyler was the dude in the Barney suit back in the 90s. I wish I was watching Barney in the 90s. That was my guy. He was cool. Barney was that was the truth. Eat a Frank. Yeah, well, not going to eat a Frank. That's okay, but thank you for that hate, Juju. I appreciate it. Juju sounds very feminine, by the way. If you're not a female, Juju sounds very feminine. Just to say that. And it doesn't seem like it's very unisex. Like my name is unisex. It's like Taylor, Aaron, Robin. My name Skylar is also for women and men. But Juju seems real feminine. Just completely feminine. But I'm not gonna go too hard on you. Because you can still get that $20. That's all you gotta do is get that twin. But I do appreciate you. But yeah, so I'm just gonna tell you about my week. Like I said, after this broadcast, you can see another broadcast. I'm gonna be on Facebook. I'm gonna look for stars. You get a penny every time you get a star. So I'm trying to get as many pennies as possible. They got my tax information. They got all that. I'm gonna see what I can do with that. That's all I'm gonna say. Yes, it is. Have you ever heard of the Vice President Scott? Well, what? I'm not even going to answer that. You almost caught me. You almost got me. I almost said it. Send me $20 and I'll tell you about a very famous statesman. But I'm not going to answer that question. Till you give me $20, I'll answer your question. That was close, though. I saw that. That was pretty sneaky, sis. Pretty sneaky, sis. Juju. That was pretty sneaky. But yeah, so I'm having a lovely week. I'm losing weight. I'm trying to get this face down, chiseled. Trying to get these abs rock hard. Skylar is unisex, but not unirace. I've never met a black dude. What the? Well, I can't say what the F. Can't answer that question. But it's just like anything. It's like you don't find a unirace, but I could be one of the only ones. I'm sure there are other, black scholars in the world, but I could be the only one who's a man of color, not even black. I don't consider myself black, by race. I consider myself black by racism. There's no such thing as race except the human race. But racism still exists, and racism's still alive. They just be concealing it. Now they don't even be concealing it. They're out front with it. That was in 2004 when Kanye West said that. He said, Racism's still alive. They just be concealing it. Not anymore. Since the last few years of President Obama's administration up to Trump and even to Biden, it's been like that. Yeah, exact. Well, that's the difference. He's talking. Juju's talking to Supreme, but again, you're spelling my name wrong. First of all, it's with an E, not an A. So you're both in the wrong for that. It's Skyer. That's probably why some of my damn donations don't come through because people put Skylar. So I have to continually spell out $SKYLERSAUNDERS1 to let people know. But back to the Grussel and the Hind, the hustle and the grind, the Grussel. Yeah, I'm going to be on Facebook. I'm going to be talking about video game shows. One show in particular, Fallout. I'm still trying to make what the hell this thing is about. I understand the premise, but I'm going to be talking about it during that time period. If you are very welcome to come over and see what happens with that, and I'll be very supportive of that. I'll be very happy. If you give me some stars. So that's not a question, so I can answer this. Cowboy Fan 2, Pick a Struggle, bruh. A lot of problems in that song, in that missive, that text. Not a Cowboys fan, Cowboys supporter. Sometimes, it depends. And pick a struggle, and I'm not your bro. I don't pick struggles, and I'm not your bruh. Not your bruh. So, get that correct. And stop being a broke ass nigga. Chip in at least $20. That's all you gotta do. Chip in $20. We'll be cool. But you just want to run your mouth. So be it. I'm not gonna put you in timeout. I'm not gonna block you. I'm not gonna report you. I'm not gonna do anything like that. No sucker shit. I'm just gonna say, get your weight, get your money and your weight up. Because I just up the ante. I raised the stakes. $20 minimum if you want your question asked. $20 minimum. Your whole room is packed with Cowboys memorabilia, though. Yeah, but this isn't my room. This is my dad's study / office / man cave. Has the best lighting. You ain't as entertaining as start to get tipped. Well, I appreciate that, but I've got thousands of dollars in tips. So you're in the minority, sir. Or ma'am, or whoever you are. So that was cute, but it's not factual. I mean, I would admit, yeah, Mr. Troy Star Terrain is definitely more entertaining to me. He's got more years in the business. He knows exactly what he's doing. So I appreciate him. He's only helped out my journey. So I can't say anything bad about him. I'll donate if you take your hat and wave cap off. No, you donate first, and then I'll take my hat and the wave cap off. If you donate $20 right now, I'll take them both off. You donate $20 right now. It doesn't work the other way around. You donate. If I see $20 in one of my accounts, they're going off. That's facts. Thousands. Okay, that's a question mark. Caps in your dad's room. Yeah, well, you can call it cap all you want. I got receipts. I have receipts. I can show you to you all day. People, the people that have I mentioned in my sponsorship, they're all triple digits. That's just 3 people, 3 or 4 people. They're all triple digits though, and I have more than that. I have people that have given me more than that. So it's definitely not cap. So if you want to really have a question, have some serious, discourse, definitely send me $20 because I am worth it. I'm about that life. I've been given $100 in a day, like I said. No, I'm not wearing. I'm not wearing shorts right now. Not wearing shorts right now. I'm wearing pants. I'm wearing pants. Definitely. But sometimes I do wear shorts. I do wear shorts. He wearing a soiled diaper. Yeah. Well, that might be the case. Sometimes you can't trust a fart. You really can't. Sometimes it's like, oh, I would rather be wearing a diaper some days. But I've learned to never trust a fart. Even if you go to the bathroom and to the toilet, and, nothing comes out, you're like, all right, well, at least I didn't, sit up in my bed or something like that, or sit on somebody's chair and mess up the whole room. So, but I appreciate. Thank you for your hate. I'm getting hate on a Friday. This is hate, hate, hate. Blackout Friday from the Star and Buck Wild days when they'll just hate on people. You're hating on me. I appreciate it. Thank you for that hatred. That motivates me. If everybody's like, "Oh, you're doing a great job, Sky," well, that's great. Thank you for the props, but I need you two. You two are hating. Juju and Supreme are full of hatred. Their girl, must have, not kissed them early in the morning. They turned over and they saw that their bank account was low and they can't get their weight up. They don't have a hustle. I don't know their problems. I don't know your problems, but I'm just trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. Give you both the benefit of the doubt for your hatred. Well, another thing, it's not a question. The fedora is not funny because it's not a fedora. It's a trilby. Look up trilby. TRIL. Is it LBY? I think it's two L's. TRILLBY. Trilby. Look up trilby. I'll look up trilby. Shit. Yeah. Yeah. Two. Oh, excuse me. It's one L. I thought it was two L's. It's TRILBY. A narrow brim type of hat. It was once viewed as the rich man's favorite hat. It is sometimes called the brown trilby in Britain and was as frequently seen at the horse races. Leonard Cohen wearing a trilby. Okay. This is a shot of him. So that's the case behind that. It's actually a trilby. TRILBY. Dude look like he sells what? Is that a diss? I don't even know that. Dude looks like he sells patents. Like patents for, products? What are you saying? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Dude looks like he sells patents. I sell patents for, inventions? I don't know what you're talking about. All right. You lost me on that one, sir. Or ma'am. I don't know what to call you. Sir, ma'am. I don't know what you are. Looked it up and it says trilby is worn by those who love to eat frame. That was cute. See, I like. See, you put a little bit of creativity into it, so I appreciate that. You put a little bit of creativity into it, so I'm not going to repeat it, but you definitely had some creativity in that remark. So salute that corny statement, but it had a little bit of creativity to it. It was corny, but you put some thought into it, so I appreciate it. So like I said, I had a great week, lost weight. Trying to get down to 180. Trying to get down to 180. I shouldn't even say trying. I am going to get down to 180 by June. At least by June, I'm going to be down to 180. I'm pretty sure I can manage that. My pronouns are supreme leader. So, Supreme, do you have $20 for me? I'll answer any question you got. And even if it has to do with Franks, if it has to do with ballpark Franks, whatever the case may be, Nathan's or Hebrew National, Oscar Mayer, whatever you want to talk about. If that's your thing, I'm not gonna put it on you, but that could be your thing. Well, chicken around June and date exact. Okay. Now answering that question, $20. You know what the deal is, Juju. It's cute. You keep putting a question mark on there, but I'm not answering it. Definitely not going to answer anything that's not attached to money. You'll put $20 next to it. Then we can talk. But yeah, so lost weight, saw a new show called Fallout. Trying to get into it. The first episode was like, the hell is going on? It's based on a video game. But it's well produced, but it's just a lot to take at once. It's a whole lot of things going on at one time. Saw a little bit of the second episode, so I'm just gonna go in and saying that somebody that doesn't know what the hell is going on to gamers that are really, that's the hardcore. You know, when you're talking to gamers and people in comics and movies and shit, that's when it gets serious. It's like, oh, you're not used to my games. You haven't played this game. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're saying. You don't get exactly. I don't know what you're saying. I don't know what you're talking about because I never played it. Fallout 3 is one of the best video games ever made. Okay, that was a statement, not a question. So salute to you. Oh, he's got no question. Cute, clever, but bullshit. Doesn't matter if there's no question mark. You're still asking a question. You're phrasing it in the form of a question. Just like in Jeopardy. You have to phrase it in the form of a question even if you don't put a question mark. Nice try, but you failed again. Miserably. But thank you for hating. Continue this hate. I need hate. Like I said, people want to I pat myself on the back. But people want to say, oh, good show, Sky. Keep going, Skylar. Do your thing. Don't worry about the haters. No, I have to be on alert for the haters. Not worry about them or be concerned about them. Just be alert for haters like you and Supreme, Juju. So I need that hatred. Rick James seemed to have backed out of the corner. That's one of my, top, guys in the room. He's not really a supporter in terms of money, but he's brought people to this platform, so I appreciate it. Supreme, where's the 20? That's all I gotta ask. I'm asking you a question. Where's the 20? Where's the beef? Where's the 20? You put a 20 on that, I'll be actually answering. Okay, you're here. You're just watching the show. Okay, you're just watching the tussle between these two characters and myself. I appreciate this hate. This hate I need. Where was this hate on Monday? I like Monday hate. Friday hate is cool. I'll take Friday hate. But Monday hate is the best because everybody's pissed off. Gotta go back to work. Gotta get back to the workflow. Gotta get back to this job, this plantation. I'm a wage slave. All this. I love Monday hate. Monday hate is great. He says, Ayo. He got his popcorn out here. That's what you should have. You should have your popcorn out. You should definitely have your popcorn out. Because this is serious. This is not serious. This isn't like life threatening, but this is just a little nice little exchange. That's all it is. It's just an exchange. So I appreciate Juju and Supreme. They're not giving up any dollars. Not even my other minimum was $7.35. Where I had to change because of Baja Jackson and his comedic self. He used exact wording, $7.35, and sent me some money. When I said $7.35, I got $10. Then I got $20. I was like, thank you. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. So I'm putting the bare minimum at $20. That's all I'm doing. Supreme, I'm waiting for one of those eyebrows to crawl off your face. Well, that's gonna be some time. I'm trying to go to a brow bar. This is place in the mall. Sound like Unforgivable. There's a place in the mall called Brow Bar. I'm trying to get an appointment there. Trying to do that. So I can get that popping. That'd be awesome. If I get my eyebrows, because I don't mind them being thick. I just want them to be consistent. I want them to be completely together. One is thicker than the other. I'll let you tell which one is thicker than the other. But that's what I'm rocking with right now. But yes, they're not living animals. They're not little animals coming off my face or anything like that. Even though they look like sleeping rats or something like that. And I'm a rat, so yeah, I know. Just like Troy Star Terrain, he showed himself to be a man of heterosexuality and a straight man. I'm a straight man and ready to get my eyebrows done. He got his eyebrows done. It's just self care. I got a mani and a pedi before. It's just self care. You love yourself too much that you're not gonna let these broads, run your life. You run their life. If you're a straight man. Tony Stark Terrain. Yeah, I'm getting them threaded. Just like Mr. Terrain. He had his threaded before. I want to see what it's like for me. To keep them, to make them together. Again, asking a question. I know myself. That's all I'm going to say. I know I'm a heterosexual man. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to answer the question. I'm just going to say I know myself. I know I'm a heterosexual. And if you want to ask a question, if you want a question answered, you have to get definitely to the PayPal and the Cash App. PayPal and Cash App. That's all y'all got to worry about. PayPal, Cash App. That's all y'all have to think about. Y'all can talk about my eyebrows. You can talk about whether I'm gay or not. But all I'm talking about is the Cash App. That's all I'm worried about. That was cute, Supreme. I don't follow emojis. Emojis, I think, are the worst thing to ever hit the internet. So I think there's gonna be one day in the SATs you're gonna have to match up the emojis to what emotion you actually feel. Felice Johnson would have fun with you. Okay. He'd have to catch me first, and I have to fight to the death. It ain't no giving up nothing. That's definitely not going to be the case. And how would you know that Felice Johnson wouldn't have fun with you? There's a question for you. I have a question for you. I think Felice Johnson would probably wax you. Skylar would choose the easy way. What is the easy way? Immediately. And what is the easy way? I don't even know what that means. I have no clue what you're talking about. But it's Friday. I'm glad for this hate. This hate is great. This hate is motivating me, getting me pumped up for the show I'm going to do on Facebook. I'm probably going to do $0. But I'm going to probably stick at it and try to see if the money goes up. But, yeah, so Mark Zuckerberg's, chipping off a little bit of his coins, his hundreds of billions of dollars. He's definitely chipping off a little bit. Let these niggers have a little fun. Give them a few dollars. Give them some change. Give them the change. Give them my tax write-off. I think there's a tax write-off, I would say. But this has been fun. This has been a really good time. I've appreciated the both of you. Both of you have entertained me. I'm not that entertaining. I'm not that guy. Ha ha he he. I'm a comedian. Ha 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 ha. Not that guy. I'm not even Mr. Troy Star Terrain, who's not a comedian, but is very entertaining and very informative. I aspire to be, on that level, but I've not yet achieved it, to be honest. Well, I'm not living in my parents' basement. I'm living in upstairs in my sister's old room. I'm a grown man living with my parents. Yes, that's facts. That's facts. And I don't drive. I don't have a driver's license. I don't have a vehicle. But I do have a PayPal and a Cash App account. So if you just like to see that, you can have it. So thank you for coming. Supreme, Juju, Black Cuddy, Rick James, I appreciate you all. Thank you very much. And I will see you some other time. Take care.